Hello students, today we will discuss question number 5, that is long answer type questions of chapter 1st, that is computer languages for class 6. So let us start. Your part 1 of question 5th is what is a program? Clear? So in your book its answer is given as at page number 1, right? And generally the set of instruction is known as program. Let us see what has been given on page number 1. Here at the page number 1, the definition of program has been given as the instructions given to the computer to perform a particular task is called a program. Okay, another definition you can write is the set of instruction is called as program. In the quick recap which has been given in the last of the chapter, a very short definition has been given of program. Let us see, this is second point. A program is a set of instruction given to the computer to perform particular job or task. These are the three definition of programs which has been given in your book. You can write any of three. Now next question is B. What are programming languages? Classify them, right? Let us see. At the first page of the chapter, the definition of programming language has been given as a programming language is a formally constructed language which is designed in such a way that communication through instruction is possible with the computer. This is one. Another definition which has been given in quick recap, it is very simple. Computer language is a language through which, here at the place of you will write V. Computer language is a language through which we can give instruction to the computer. These are the two definitions. You can write one or both of the definition, and after that their classification. The classification of computer language has been given on the page number 1. Let us see here. The classification of programming language has been given at the page number 1. And here the programming languages are broadly classified as low level languages and high level languages. Is it okay? So this is the answer of question number B. Now next question number C is state one advantage and one disadvantage of using machine language. Its answer is on page number 3. Let us see. Here at the page number 3, the advantage and disadvantage of the assembly language has been given. Here this is the advantage. The major advantage of using a machine language program is its speed. It executes very fast as the computer directly understands the instructions, because this is machine dependent. Now you will change the paragraph and you will write the disadvantage. The disadvantage of using a machine language program is, machine language or machine language program you can write, it is difficult to understand and develop a program. Here the the disadvantage of using a machine language program is it is difficult to understand and develop a program. Moreover, it is difficult to find an errors and modify it. Here you will not use this program word because in your question it is asking about the machine language. So here the major advantage of using machine language, you will cut this word program. Now here also you will cut here the language. Now this one is from here. This is the advantage, one advantage. Here up to here, and after that you will change the paragraph and you will write this line. This is the one disadvantage, right? Now let us see what is question number D. D part of question 5 asks that what is an assembly language? State one advantage and disadvantage of using the machine assembly language, right? So here we will have to give the definition of assembly language, and after that one advantage and one disadvantage. It has been given on page number 4. Here at the page number 3, the definition of assembly language has been given. And what is the definition? Assembly language is a low-level language that uses symbolic codes for one-to-one correspondence with machine language. Right? Here, what are symbolic codes? You can write in bracket here. These are mnemonics. Right? You can write here in the bracket mnemonics. Okay? So there, your answer will be assembly language is a low-level language that uses symbolic codes. The bracket mnemonics. Here the definition spelling is mnemonics, mnemonics, for one-to-one correspondence with machine language. Right? This is the definition of assembly language. And after that, one advantage and one disadvantage. This has been given on page number 4. At the page number 4, advantage and disadvantage has been given. So you have to write advantage. It is easier to write programs in assembly language as compared to machine language. This will be enough, right? This will be your advantage. And after that you will write, here there are many disadvantages. You can write only one. And here, since assembly language is specific to particular machine architecture, a program written for one processor will not work on a different processor if it is architecturally different. You can write this one, or you can write last one. It is difficult to find errors and modify an assembly language program. No. You can write any one of these 3. It will be better that you should write first one. Clear? You can write any point, any disadvantage from these 3. So, definition of assembly language, and after that one advantage and one disadvantage. You can write from here. Clear? So, this is the answer of this question. E part of question number 5. The E part of question number 5 asks that state two differences between machine language and assembly language. These both are what? Low level language. Then you have to write two differences between these. You know very well what are the differences. This uses 0 and 1 for writing codes or programs. This uses mnemonics, right? In the machine language, machine language is very much difficult to understand and writing program, and assembly language is easier to understand and writing codes than machine language. Assembly language is more easier to uh, assembly language is easier to understand and writing the program than that of machine language. You can write the answer like this: differences between machine language and assembly language, machine language and assembly language. And your first point: in machine language 0 and 1 are used for coding, and here in assembly language mnemonics are used. And in machine language, second point is it is difficult to understand and develop a program, while in assembly language your second point will be easier than machine language. It means what is easier? It means too difficult to understand and develop a program is easier than machine language, right? These are the two differences between machine language and assembly language. Now here your F part of question number 5. F part asks the question: state three differences between high level language, means HLL, and low level language. Its answer has been given in your book as page number 6. Let us see. You can write differences between low level language and high level languages. Okay, and after that you will draw this table, and you have to write only any of three you can write. So here there are three differences. Clear? In high level language, learning. It is easy to learn a high level language. Low level language, it is difficult. Understanding, high level languages can be understood easily, and lower level language cannot be understood easily. It is difficult to understand them. Here, as high level languages are almost like natural languages, it is easy to understand, and in low level language, understanding low level languages are difficult. Third point will be in high level language execution. Program in high level languages are slow in execution as compared to low level languages, and here in low level languages execution, programs in low level language are faster in execution as compared to high level languages, right? Because they are machine dependent, right? Here there are many differences. You can write any of these, right? So this is the answer of this question. Now let us see next question. Next question G. State two advantages and disadvantages. Means how many? Two disadvantages of using high level languages, right? It means advantages, two advantages and two disadvantages is to be written so in the answer. So these are given at the page number 5 and 6. Let us see here at the page number 5. Advantages has been written. There are four advantages has been given in your book. You can write any two from them. And what is this? Advantages of high level language. First one, programs written in high level languages are comparatively more readable than low level languages. And second one is programs written in high level languages can run in different machine architecture with little or no change. Clear? Here third and fourth has been given. It is easily possible to remove errors in programs in high level language, and removing the error of the program is known as debugging. Okay, so it debugging is easy high level language, and this is fourth advantage. It is easily possible to master high level languages because they are uh, natural language type. So it is easily possible to master a high level language as instructions corresponds to natural languages, and therefore software can easily be developed. These are four advantages which has been given in your book. You can write any of three. Now here only two disadvantages has been given. So disadvantages of high level languages. One is it requires translator programs to convert program written in high level language to machine languages. Okay, because a computer can only understand the machine language program or binary language. Now next disadvantage is it does not execute on computer directly. Yes, the high level languages, high level language programs uh, are converted into the machine language. After that they are executed. So these are the two disadvantages. Now we should go on next question. Here your next question is H. What are language processors? Classify language processor, right? So you know the language processor are special kinds of programs which convert high level program to the machine language, right? They are assembler, compiler, and interpreter. So let us see the answer which has been written on page number 7 here. A language processor is a special type of software that converts a source code to the machine code, right? This is the definition of language processor. Now here at the same page, page number 7, the classification of language processor has been given. Language processors can be broadly be classified as assemblers, compilers, and interpreters. After that, you can describe the assembler, compiler, and interpreter, right? So here, an assembler is a language processor that takes in an assembly language program and converts it into machine language for the machine to understand. And here, this is the method of conversion. Assembly language program is taken as input and assembler convert it into the machine language, right? After that, compiler is there. A compiler is a language processor that takes in an entire high level language program and convert it into machine language for the machine to understand. Here, this is the method of conversion. High level language program is taken entire program. It means complete program is taken as input and compiler convert it into the machine language program in a single shot. One thing is very important, that compiler converts whole of the program into the machine language in single shot, right? Now next one is interpreter. Interpreter is a language processor that reads one line at a time and converts it into the machine language as well as executes it. It means the same work is done by the interpreter, but it converts the program into the machine language, high level program into the machine language line by line. Clear? Line by line. Here, this is the method. High level program is taken as input and interpreter converts it into the machine language line by line. Line to converts a line to machine language. It means whole program is converted line by line. One line one time, second line another time, third line. Clear? This is how, this is the answer of your question. What are language processor and its classification, right? Now next question is, state three differences between interpreter and compiler. Its answer has been given as at page number 8. Let us see. At the page number 8, differences between interpreter and compiler has been given, right? So what are the differences? 6 differences has been given. 7 differences, right? 3 here and 4 here. You can write any of 3. Let us discuss compiler and interpreter. Compiler takes an entire program as input, right? Here interpreter takes a line as input. Clear? This is first and major difference between the compiler and interpreter. Now second difference, this is your first difference, this is your second difference, right? Intermediate object codes are generated, right? And here in interpreter, no intermediate object code is generated, means no intermediate code is generated. It is directly converted into the machine code, right? Conditional, third one, conditional control statements are executed faster as compiler can optimize conditional controls statements as the entire program is involved. Clear? Because whole program is taken as input, therefore conditional statements can be executed fast. But here in the interpreter, only one line is taken as input, therefore execution of control statements is slower than that of compiler. Clear? These are 3 differences between the interpreter and compiler, or compiler or interpreter. There are 4 other differences which have been given here. You can write any of 3 for your answer, right? So students, your long answer type questions has been completed, and you have to write these question answer in your fair copies. Okay.